Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Brandon Coyne YouTube channel. And I was previously putting up this radiant barrier with a little bit of double bubble insulation. I knew that wasn't going to be enough, so I was leaving myself room to put foam board insulation over it. I can't get a hold of this stuff anymore because it's just not available on Prime on Amazon anymore, and I'm super impatient, but I need to get some insulation in the roof like ASAP. So a lot of people were recommending the polyestrine foam board, so I went by Home Depot. I got some. I'll definitely need more, but this is a good start, and see if we can't try to get some stuff up in the roof. So I have my cousin over. I bought a nice big old tall step ladder, and see if we can't get something done. Alright guys, so a little bit of update. Got some foam board up in the top. Not sure exactly how I want to go back and maybe tape the joints, or some people are saying like spray foam. I don't really like how the spray foam looks when it like splooges out and stuff. Or I don't know, maybe do a layer over top of that, or just leave it as is. But I need to get more foam board for the rest of the ceiling. Basically we did one side, did the other side, and then shoved one in between, and then put a that's a metal wire, kind of like just some mechanics wire or something, and then kind of fastened it up. So there is an air gap in between the insulation and the actual metal. Apparently that was a big deal that a lot of people were talking about. So a little update on that. Also put up another one of the lights. So now I have two lights in here. And actually, let me stand back a little bit. It has plenty of light now. It's definitely lights up the garage very, very well. Still got a lot of boxes to go through. Most of these are empty GPU boxes, so I think I'm gonna get me a big shelf, maybe over here in the corner, like going like floor to ceiling, and just fill it all with GPU boxes, because that, you know, when you're a miner, you got to keep the boxes. A lot of this yard equipment is going into a little outside building that I'm gonna keep all my, like, you know, yard tools in, and mower and that kind of thing. And then an update on the mining setup. I'm gonna do a more in-depth video. This cat will not leave me alone. Come on, buddy. We are currently at 1.7 gigahash. I just added in this power strip right here. Some people were commenting, and I told them it wasn't permanent, but I had these like little power bricks, and they were hanging from like an extension cord. But I wanted to get this because they're spaced out, and the way they're oriented, they hang off the side. So I can fit, you know, I got all these different power bricks. One, you know, couple for the switches, for the routers, and then also I'm running some external hard drives because we're doing a little bit of Chia mining in here. We have the Evergreen, and then we have external hard drives plugged into the Evergreen through a splitter. Got some more external hard drives right there. Still have the Gold Shell mini Doge miner running, and these are RX 5700s. Have a mix right here, 1070 Ti, a couple 1060s, 1660s, and then on the very end there is a power color 5700 XT. Down here there is 12 RX 570 8 gigs. There was 13, but I was having an issue with one card, so I pulled it off for the time being. Going over here we have 3060 Ti, 3060 Ti, 3070, 2070 Super, 3060 Ti, and a 1070 with a water cooler on it. Sorry about all the fan noise. Down here, 1660 Supers, and then another 6 1660 Supers, and I actually have to remount that one back up in there because I was having some issues out of it, but come to find out it was just a riser. So yeah, I got to get that all back done. Oh, I had a lot of people commenting because like this board and that board, it looks like they have a ton of dust on them, right? Well, that is actually pollen and it's like baked on there. If you're familiar with the East Coast, I don't know where else in the world gets really bad pollen, but we get really, really bad like yellow pollen. And if it gets on anything and kind of dries and gets hard, it like solidifies. So I'd have to take that entire setup apart and like alcohol wipe it down, because air duster does not get that off. You'll notice the cards don't have the pollen on them because I didn't run these cards with that board at that time. On that board, I used to have that in my old garage, and I had some old RX 474 gigabyte cards, and the pollen got baked onto those too. And when I sold them at a super, super steep discount. I think I ended up selling them for like 70 bucks a piece, and because, you know, somebody had to do a lot of cleaning on them. So everybody that keeps telling me, oh my God, clean those motherboards. For me to take it all the way apart and spend that amount of downtime to clean those motherboards, it's not worth it to me. That pollen's been baked on there for years and it hasn't had any ill effects. So I'm gonna just leave that pollen where it's at. As for dust, I mean, we got a little bit of dust up in here. Like that's a dusty rig. I was not running this one in the other garage. So that's just some dust accumulation. That one's got some dust on it. That's a fresh one. So I don't know. Nobody's perfect. I'm just trying to make some hash and keep on going. I guess the next thing I am going to change is I'm going to take that 5-port switch out, and I'm putting a 8-port switch right there just for a little bit more headroom, free up a couple spots. Oh, moving over here, we have a couple cards mining. We have the laptop. It's a 1660 Ti. It's mining. We have a 578 gig 1060 with a broken fan, so I just stuck a case fan to it. 574 gig. That's actually still mining, unmineable, paying out to what is it? It's Ravencoin, and it's paying out to Doge right now. Just, I don't know why, but we're mining Doge on that bad boy. And then we have my actual desktop, which has a 3060 Nerf, not a 3060 LHR in it. So that is the full update on the farm. It's nothing glorious, but it's working. So 1.7 gigahash. I'll jump over to the computer and show you what it's making roughly right now. And yeah, other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. So just peace.